Hello, my silky friends. I know you expected Pennywise. I expected Pennywise. Let me just say, oh my God, what a day. Uh, I know it's Halloween, but if I had dressed up as Pennywise and I really didn't have time, my car broke down last night. Um, and so I got home just I, I can't explain to you the situation. I got home and there were three boys, not mine, here using my makeup for Halloween. So I was in there. It's insane. Anyway, I had to do a quick change to do the kitty cat, and I've had ears. I have had ears that I bought a year ago, and I for actually when I was doing vintage crimes and paranormal, and I was gonna wear them, not the whole makeup, just the ears for the video, and they have been sitting on my dresser for a year. As a matter of fact, I saw them just like 2 days ago, and I did my face, and I was gonna put my ears on. I was gonna be ready to go, and all of a sudden, my ears have disappeared. It's if you know anything about my house, this is like normal things disappear, even big things just disappear. So I couldn't find any ears. So I am improvising, y'all, because of one of you lovely subscribers and members gave me this wonderful hat. So I am officially going to be uh you can't see me. I can't see my face. And guess what? My other light is going out. Maybe we can get it for a little bit. All right. Do I look like a cat in a hat? I mean, it's a hat. I'm sort of a cat. I can't get this right. All right. But we're going to have fun. Let me look and see what y'all are saying. It's been a day. It's been a couple of days, like 5 days long today. Hello, happy Halloween to you, Just Deb. Polygraph, hello. Teresa, Mother of Dragons. Laura, hey, Laura is the one that sent me the hat. And I wish you could see it better, but my light situation, let me just tell you, it's something else. Let's see who else is in here. Carla Ann, hello. Let me see. I know it's a strange time of evening, but it is what it is. Is that hold on? The cat can't see. Hello, Miss Kitty. Janie Lane. Hello. Whoops. Look. Oh, Pennywise scares you. Okay, so what are y'all? Are y'all dressed? Who dressed? No, it's not too big. Actually, Laura, it fits my head. I have a bulbous head. Like I really do. And I'm just trying. Oh, I like the little curls in front. That's better. All right. So I have a humongous head. Like I really do. And it doesn't appear as big maybe as it actually is because my hair is wild, but it fits just fine. That's the thing. It's not the hat, it's the lighting and the hat. But I think I got it now. There you go. All right. Yeah, Samantha, it is. Hello, Samantha. It has got yeah, my gremlins take things all the time. It's crazy. Mother Dragon says Puss in Boots. Hey, I've got a bunch of boots. I really could be. So this is the best I could do in a pinch. Janie says my things are always disappearing. So, like, do you have a haunted house too, or is it? Sometimes it's me, but this one was not, and I don't even know what to say about that. Thank you. No, I mean, hello, hybrid Pisces. All right. I know. You know what? I saw a meme one time, just Deb, that says, "Right, I go into a room and then wonder what I did come in here for." I saw a meme that one time said it's the Men in Black. Yeah, they come and they do that flashy thingy. And I am convinced that's what it is. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Uh Hi CJK. Luis Cuevas. I'm always afraid I'm not saying that right. Cuevas. Uh, all right. Yeah. We are gonna look, okay. We've all had it with this Delphi case. And we will talk about it. We'll talk about it. Y'all know I always have something to say. There's so many documents. Did you see that one that was filed? 240 pages. Look, I didn't even read it today because I had to have my car towed last night. It was the battery. My car is only 3 years old. And it was the battery. And they said this morning when I called, I let the tow truck take it. And I called this morning and said, "Hey, I left my car." And they're like, "Yeah, we don't have your car." Where did they take it? So we finally got that figured out. And yeah, $500 and something later. Yeah, that was fun. My credit card loves that. But anyway, yeah. So today, because of all the Delphi ridiculousness, hey, Cop Facts. What did you say? There's something rotten in Denmark. Yes, there is. I really want to have fun tonight. If y'all want to have anything you want to say about Delphi, like I put out 2 videos today. What did you think of the Stranger Things? Yeah, I'm probably going to do all the seasons. I'm just trying to figure out, what I want to present. Interesting stuff. I know some of you don't like Joe Lewis. That's okay. He did some interesting stuff on the runes today. Very, very in depth. So if you want to learn more about that, I watched it. I thought, wow, I don't like to study that kind of stuff for reasons y'all know. But it was really good. So, let's see. Are any of you dressed for Halloween? Now, I don't necessarily celebrate Halloween, but I love this day and this season because I will dress up at any time of the year for any reason. Like, I love to dress up. So I have a whole box of stuff, of costumes that I can pull out at any time. Just not elaborate like I wanted to do. So I didn't want to scare anybody as Pennywise, but yeah, literally, I don't want to go to the car place as Pennywise. I don't know. Do you think they would have given me a discount? Maybe I should have. So I've got some fun stuff to do tonight, but get it out of your system, okay? You have something to say about Delphi? I sure do. And let me just say this. Okay, this is my little 1-minute speech before we have fun. Recap. Look, I've watched the Defense Diaries and I also watched the Prosecutor's podcast because what do? We stay balanced. Unlike my hat. But we want to listen to both sides, okay? This nose is itchy. But anyway, so I do listen to them. They're both kind of saying a lot of the same thing about Judge Gull. If you listen to both sides, even the Prosecutor's podcast said there were some things that were highly unusual, that didn't make sense, that were like, I don't know. So there's that. But then here is the one thing that I really, and I'm probably going to bring this out in another video, another live. There's one thing that we're really forgetting here, okay? And it's really bothering me. The one thing that we're forgetting is that Richard Allen, yes, he's charged with, I'm trying not to say the word, you know what he's charged with. But remember, he is charged with that, not, just the big capital, whatever. He is charged with, the crime. And remember that little, two, was it two? I think in there, but that means that yes, he is going to be held accountable as if he were um the perpetrator. But they have never said conclusively he is the perpetrator of the unaliving. They're saying he was involved and they are looking for other people. If you remember a year ago, Doug Carter gets on the press conference and he says, today is not the day. Y'all, today is not the day. So my question is, while we're all, just looking at Richard Allen and, trying to, save him or crucify him, whichever side you're on, we're missing sight of, we're missing sight of the fact that the perpetrator, okay, the girls weren't unalived with a bullet, the magic bullet. The girls were unalived a different way. And so we are not focusing, and I don't even, look, Carroll County says they're investigating this. Yeah, well, they were investigating for all those years. So whatever. We still need to be investigating who is the perpetrator. Let's say Richard is involved. Let's say he was, trying to, I don't know if I can say kidnap, but I just did. Was he trying to do that? Maybe he was involved, but they never have said he is the sole perp. Some people want to say that, but every press conference, the LE is saying no. And I seriously, I can't talk. I seriously don't think that one person could do all of that damage, especially that quick. Timeline sucks. That's my opinion. Timeline sucks. The whole area, yeah. But there are things that we don't know. We don't know time and death. So that would answer a lot of questions, wouldn't it? Anyway, let me look at what you're saying real quick. Good to see you, Cop Facts. I hope you are having a, I don't want to say holiday, but it is a holiday. It depends on how you look at it. I am not a fan of the bad part of Halloween. Hello, Velvet Underground. Thank you, Snow Walker. Velvet Underground, your comment keeps just running away. Timeline is super important. Yes. Thank you. It is. Oh, okay. All right. Is Grizz in here? I see somebody said, hey, Grizz. If you're here, Grizz, I haven't seen a comment, but hey, Grizz. Everybody have a hat. Okay, is anybody but me dressed up? Am I the only, one? Let me get it right for the lights. All right. So get it out of your system. Say what you want to say. I've got a few games that it all comes from this book, How to Get Away with Murder. It's like a little worksheet. It's not a book. It's like a little workbook. It's a fun workbook. And I was going to share some of that with you. Pick your brains, because look, I'm going to tell you something. We're all sick of the corruption. We're sick of the trials. We're sick of all the nonsense. Okay. But yet, and here's my problem with everything. It's not whether Richard Allen is guilty or innocent. At this moment, I don't care. What I do care about is due process. And I think that is in jeopardy here. If you watched Defense Diaries this morning, Bob Mata said, which I totally agree with. He's like, okay, they're saying Judge Gall said the findings, show how basically they're disqualified. The findings show, but there was no hearing. There was a back in the back chambers conversation. Okay, there wasn't a hearing about that. So how can you have findings if you don't have a hearing? And here's my problem. It's not about Richard Allen. It's about you. It's about me. It's about my family, my kids. Like, okay, let's not set a precedent that's ridiculous. Okay? As ridiculous as this, let's not set a precedent so, the rest of Indiana and maybe other states, fall into that same thing. Because my goodness, we want due process. All right. If he's guilty, that's fine. Prove it to me. Put him under the jail. If you can't prove that he's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, then let him go. Remember, this is what we do. It's just, I feel like all of our freedom is in jeopardy if they don't do due process. And he's going to appeal, and he's going to have grounds for an appeal. Then look, it's going to be 2029, and we're still going to be sitting here talking about Delphi. My goodness, y'all. Nobody wants that. Nobody. All right. What? Yes, cop facts. Look, every time I click on y'all stuff, it just disappears. Mata was beside himself. Yeah, he was. Like, look, Mata was torn up this morning. Oh wait. Oh, thank you, Mother of Dragons. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, polygraph, thank you. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's been, I feel ravishing in the wrong way. I feel like I've been ravished. Thank you, Velvet Underground. Utterly important question. It looks like you have a cat mask that you can't move your top lip. How are you talking without a top lip? Okay, can you see? Oh, it really does look good on here, doesn't it? Okay, let me tell you. What you do is you take foundation, like a really good foundation, and you cover your top lip. Like there's no rubber or anything on here. I don't know if you can see. I literally just covered my top lip, took the black and made the split lip, put some darkness here, and curled it on the ends. So there, you can see I've got a top lip. Dude, duck face. Yeah, it works out pretty good though. Hello, Lambert. How are you doing? All right. So are we? Let's see. Let me look at what you're saying. It's pathetic when the judge needs to be the one wearing the shock vest. Yes, it sure does. Lord, I still don't. Yeah, I'm starting to have a problem with that shock vest. I understand, sorta, but not really. So what do y'all think? Do you think this is gonna go? Do you think this is gonna go to the Supreme Court? And honestly, I know that there may be a delay, whatever. We're already a year out, but I hope it does, because the thing is I want to see the same due process for every person. Okay, if somebody is guilty and they've got evidence, see, here's the thing: if you have evidence that's really strong, that you really feel is going to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, then why are you fighting due process? Because that makes no sense. You should want due process as much, because in the end you've got the evidence to nail him to the wall. So that makes me wonder, I have to wonder why Baldwin and Rozzi are, fighting so hard for him? Do they really believe that he is innocent? That's the way it looks. I cannot, comment on what's in somebody's, heart, whatever their motivation. I don't know. You don't know either. We can guess. That's all we can do. CJK, it didn't help for the many leaks and the creators on YouTube, Reddit, and who knows from where else interfering and calling the defense, their PI, their leakers, all trying to get their theories out there. You're right. For the record, I hadn't called nobody. I'm a commentator. And hold on just a second. Are you going somewhere?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going with Kaden.
Okay. You're not dressed up anymore.
I am going to be out. I'm getting my hat and cloak.
You spending the night?
With Lexi.
Okay. All right. Love you.
Me too, bye.
Be safe. Okay. You need a jacket.
Yes. Yeah, I'm wearing my cloak.
Okay. Bye. Sorry. Change of plans. So anyway, yeah, where was I? I don't even know. But yes, okay. Yeah, I haven't called anybody, but yeah, I think unless you're tipping something in, like important, yeah, like these people have enough to do. Thank you, Sherry Faye. Good to see ya. Sorry for the noise. I have a big noise maker here. All right. Let me see. Whatever. I look like eyes look like real cat eyes. Yeah. I've got some long eyelashes in here. Hi, Jinx. What's up? Connor, hello. Happy Halloween. Yes, me too, Just Deb. I want all of the corruption. Yeah, all of it. CJK, let me see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. If there hadn't been any leaks or others inserting themselves, we'd be so much closer. I think you're right. I do. Snow Walker. But right now, you're a cat and a commentator. With a hat. Let's see. All right. Janie Lane. What they want is to delay and or to get him to sign a plea deal. Doesn't exactly evoke my confidence in their case. Yeah, me either. What noise was that? I don't want to see him plea unless he did it, Don't want him to be coerced into doing it, frightened into doing it. Yeah. It seems you're right, Laura. It seems there needs to be an overall understanding of things like ethics. Yeah. Well, honestly, you don't always see that in the court system anyway. In some places, I mean, let me just say, it's not just Carroll County. It's not just Indiana. Happens everywhere. But in this case, it just seems like it's got, like Doug Carter says, so many tentacles. It's like, good gosh. The prosecution wasn't ready. They don't have any more evidence. Now Nick's going to get paid for a whole year to bear this case, in my opinion. We talked about that. There are people that swear there is, really good evidence against Richard Allen. Now, if that is true, that's why I am staying unbiased. Y'all know, in my opinion, from what I see, it doesn't look like he is guilty. But I'm not saying he's not guilty. Show me what you got. And I know we have to wait till trial, but show me what you got. Now, again, on the other hand, not only show me what you got against Richard Allen, but who is the actual perp? Because that is getting tossed in the back. We're all focused on Richard Allen, and they've already said we're looking for other people today's not the day. So when will be the day? You know, there are more people involved, that I'm convinced of. And I think even people who disagree with me and say that Richard Allen is, guilty, even they think that, there are other people involved. What are you doing now?
Candy basket.
I don't have a candy basket.
No basket?
No.
There's a basket right there. It's an Easter basket.
I will take the Easter basket, oh Lord Jesus.
I got it. Oh God, it's kind of big though. They're gonna think I'm greedy.
Get it. Just go. Just go with your witch costume and your Easter basket. I don't know what to say. I'm a cat in a hat. Who am I to judge?
I love you.
I love you. Sorry about that. Hey, Four Pits. You're kitty. Oh my gosh. All right. Unmasked Truth, good to see ya. Lack of transparency has created this nightmare. A man took his life and they're using him as a weapon. Yeah, I agree. Here's the thing. I want to have transparency, okay? I want to know at the end of the trial, as I'm sure y'all do, whenever that trial happens, I want to know that Richard Allen, guilty, innocent, whatever, it's been transparent. We know, we understand why the verdict, what it was, or what it will be. We don't want to see appeals. We don't see all this ridiculous stuff. We want to see it all. And, even though I'm not going to be sitting on the jury, and probably most of y'all, or maybe, I don't know who's from is it Allen County? Yeah, Allen County. I don't know if y'all are going to be picked as any jurors, but let's just, hope that when it comes, it's all out there, no questions. All right. Four Pits. What were you saying? Sorry. CJK. True. How do any of us know there's not more evidence? We don't. I talked about that Four Pits. Yeah, I watched his video on the runes today. At the very least, he's not the guy on the bridge. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with that too. I don't know if he is or not, but I don't even know that the girls were on the bridge, to be honest with you. So who knows? All right. Yes, Lambert. If we do not keep the public aware of this abuse of power, they will close off all information except the narrative they want everyone to believe. Lately, they are doing it without regard for the truth. Yeah, see, that is my problem. That is exactly. Oh, now I'm I'm the blind cat in the hat now. Yeah, that's the problem. That is exactly the problem. We want the information that we are allowed by law, okay? Allowed by law. And we want it public. We want transparency. We want justice, okay? Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. I really don't. Okay, Adjusted Fate. Not a soul in the know about this case can keep their mouth shut. If they had anything stronger against RA, we'd know about it. Yes, you would think so. Now, again, rumor has it. And that's all I can say. I haven't seen any evidence, but what I can say is rumor is that some people are keeping their mouth shut. I know. It's hard to believe in this case. Nobody seems to keep anything a secret, do they? So I have to wonder. But maybe, again, at the moment, it doesn't look like it's very strong. Okay. Velvet Underground. So I have a question for legal people in here. heard of FSU lawyers Dan Markle and Wendy Adelson. They tried the hired hitman, and now they were back in court to see if her brother was part of it. No, I have not heard of that case. Honestly, Velvet, I have not. Yes, that is a very good question. And let me tell you this, CJK, the tragic outcome of RF. I said this from the very beginning. And now we've seen some letters, some emails between some people. Okay. I personally have always believed that there was something else going on. Okay. For someone to take that drastic of a measure because they got into a bad situation, made a bad decision, it seems a little odd, okay, for that to be the sole reason. So I'm thinking that whether and I don't know, so don't say, Silky said, because Silky ain't saying. Silky's saying this. In most cases of such a thing, there are other issues, whether it's a history of depression, anxiety, or other things going on, broken relationships, massive debt, whatever, some other thing. There's usually some other reason that people do that, not just one, thing. And this, to leave your family and everything over this one thing does not make sense to me. Unless there are other issues. We don't know what else was going on in his life. We don't know what was going on emotionally or mentally. So I don't think that was the sole reason. I never will. I mean, and here's the thing: nobody can prove it one way or another. Thank you, Bonnie. Nobody can prove it because we're not in his head. Okay, we weren't in his head. We weren't privy to that. What was going on up there. So we'll never know what hair. Yeah, we'll never know what was going on. It was tragic, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to look up that Dan Markle case, okay? Because I have not heard of it. You know why? Because I've been elbows deep in Delphi for the last year. Let's see. All right, I am so far behind in your comments. I want this to be a fun, I want this to be a fun time to blow off steam. So, we're blowing off the steam, and then we're going to do some fun stuff. And if you want to, a little later, if I can get this hair out of my face, out of my eyelashes, this is why God didn't give us, 2-inch eyelashes and hair. You can't see. But anyway, yeah. I've got some, if you want. What I was going to do tonight is go live on my other channel and read some ghost stories, but we can do that here too. Okay, let's see. Janie Lane, seems to me if they've got a smoking gun, the only reason to keep that hidden is because for whatever reason they hesitate to use it. I mean, I don't know, unless they're just, saving that for trial. Yes, you're right. You're talking about RF and the PTSD and did 4 tours. Yeah, there could be, I think there's a lot, y'all. Let's see, just speculation. But if they found something on his home or car besides the unspent casing, why would they not lead with that? I don't know if they had to do. My guess maybe is, if they were doing DNA testing or other kind of testing for things that took longer. Because remember, they questioned him. They got that. This is according to the timeline of the latest documents. Okay. What they did is they found this report, that appeared from Dan Doolin that, oh, oopsie, my bad. Forgot to let y'all know about this. This guy said he was there that day. So then they call him in, they start asking him questions. Then they go to his house to search. And, it is not very long. They actually arrest him. They have to get the PCA written. So, I mean, it could be that there is other evidence that just wasn't definitive at that time until they looked at it. Certainly, they took information from some phones. There were a bunch of phones that he had there, remember? And a lot of people do that. They keep, when you trade them in every year, every 2 years, there were 3 people in that family. So if they never traded their phones in, you would have, things. And so going through that, it may have just taken longer. That's just me thinking, okay? For what it's worth, that's me thinking. Dan Doolin is the root of their case. He supposedly did the interview that was misplaced. Yes. Go look at what Dan Doolin and the same team of Ellie did to Jesse Snyder. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are 100% right. If y'all haven't seen the case of Jesse Snyder there in Carroll County also, then you need to go look at it. It is very disturbing. It'll make you very angry. Did me. So yeah, here's the thing. Now you have a backstory, like a basis to show where law enforcement was, corrupt. You've already got this in the background. So if they did it to Jesse Snyder, what is stopping them from doing it to Richard Allen? Okay, that's what we're saying. And we're just saying justice. All right, we want the whole story. We want transparency. We want to know what's going on, because somebody needs to be able to be the one to, the people deserve answers, and the people deserve transparency, especially in light of the history. Okay. Willie Billy. Let's see. Hello, Willie Billy. Carroll County can't afford this trial. They will have to raise property taxes. They'll be starting their own houses on fire. They already do. Yeah. Too late. Yeah. Hey, and it's not just Flora. Look, I also have started that Delphi Hall of Shame. I will be doing more videos on that. Lord have mercy, y'all. Y'all have no idea. And I hadn't even got to the fires yet. I'm just scratching the surface. Yeah, Adjusted Fate feels like that if there were anything that could nail his coffin, then RA's coffin, then Rosie and Baldwin would not be fighting so hard. You have to think, yeah. You have to think that there's a reason, I don't know. Everybody, remember what I told you, everybody's got an agenda. Everybody. For one reason or another. And you need to know what that agenda is, who's behind that agenda, and then you need to think. You need to ask questions, okay? Keep an open mind. Yeah. Hello, Margaret Lee Reed. I hope that's my daughter in there making noise in the kitchen. I think she left. I don't know. I give up. It's Halloween. Whatever. All right. I have. Oh wait. Okay. Y'all are still talking. That's the cover up. Yeah, you could be right. You absolutely could be right. The agenda is not admitting anything they do wrong. Yeah. Well, that's obvious. After 6 years, to claim anything needs to be sealed only ensures they can add, alter, or delete any evidence they chose without the public knowing any different. Okay, that exactly. That exactly. All right. That is my problem, and it has been my question for a long time. This is going to have to go behind the ear. If things, yeah, you're right. If things are sealed, all right, we already know people lied on their affidavits. My God. So things are sealed. We don't know what they actually said, 6 years ago. And now you're telling us, okay, this is coming out. This is information. This is what this said. Well, we don't know. Look what y'all lied about. Just lie, lie, lie. Lie under oath. Now we can't compare it. Yeah, I do have a very big problem with that. It should have always been, some things should have always been transparent. Yeah, it could be the ghost making the noise. Who knows? I know. I definitely would like to go trick or treating. I wonder what would happen if all of us adults just got dressed up and went out door to door. What do you think our neighbors would say? I mean, it's just, I ain't got any chocolate. I'm stressed. Can I have some candy? Wonder what happened if we tried. All right. Okay. I am going to, yes, you're right. Keystone Cops and Kangaroo Courts. Par for the course, right? All right. I have, again, let me show you. Is everybody vented? Oh, wait. We got one from For Pets. You don't ever have to admit you're wrong if you are in control of the narrative. Of course not. Yeah. Of course. And that's the thing. That's what worries me. Okay, we've had so much sealed, we've had so much secrecy for all these years. Now we have some very suspicious things that are not due process, and so it's like, how can we trust this? Like, can we trust this? You're not gonna, you're not gonna admit you're wrong. I mean, I don't like to be wrong either, but come on. Jinxie said she's been giving chocolate to the adults. Hey, that's sweet. I'd come trick or treat at your house. Jesco believes the law is because I said so. Yeah. If that is true, and that, I mean, it's what she's acting like. I'm not gonna lie. Fella Underground. Is that what happened in Delphi? Ultimately, adults doing Halloween year round. Yeah. Y'all look at some of the. Y'all have seen some of the clown stuff and some of the whatnots. I know y'all that dig. Some of the. I mean, and people have done videos on it like over the years, but there's a lot of Halloween in Delphi all year long. So that's why I did the video about Stranger Things. Like, I went this spring, I think it was March or April, on my daughter's spring break. We went to Atlanta, and we went to, all the places. There might have been one or two we couldn't get to because they're all spread out where they actually filmed Stranger Things. But it's based, in the show, it's actually Hawkins, Indiana. But the town that, the downtown area of Hawkins is actually in Georgia, and it's, I can't remember the name of the town. We spent the night there. Really cool little place. So I've got a lot of pictures to share. Yeah, you're right, Lambert. The judge ruled everything done to Jesse Snyder was illegal, and yet not one of them was even reprimanded, much less charged. Now they're at it again. Remember, JS was found unalive on the side of the road. Yeah. Yeah. It's tragic and infuriating. There's more than corn in Indiana. All right, yeah. Okay. So I want to show you. Let's have a little fun. Does everybody have something to drink? Y'all know I can't drink. I'm allergic. I give it about let's see, 2 minutes tops, and it only takes a couple of swigs, and I would be saying, you'd probably just hear me flop in the floor. It's terrible. So I can't do that. But I hope that y'all are either dressed in your fun little costumes or that you are, in your fuzzy, warm PJs and you have your favorite beverage, whatever that is. Mine at the moment is water. Carrie Justice. Hello. Been an avid viewer for about 1.5 years, never able to chat during a live. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you. I was going to say, I haven't seen you before. Well, we have been trying to get this out of our systems, the Delphi stuff, because, we've all got massive migraines. We all have, look, there needs to be a warning, okay? If you are a Delphi creator, as for sure. But if you are just and I don't say just, my goodness, that's the wrong word. Y'all, people that, are in these lives and you're in all the groups and you're sleuthing and you're bringing out information. Y'all are the most important people that we really rely on you. Like y'all see things that we don't see and you share them. And that is really important. But so if you are a web sleuther or a creator or, just a passive interest and you get on the lives and you're just following the Delphi case, there should be a warning label that this can cause PTSD. It definitely can. It can be very consuming, very depressing, and very full of anxiety. And then you get weeks like the last week, or let's just say since September, since that memorandum came out. Look, I don't know if we ever gonna get over this. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. All right. All right. Janie's got her Coke. I love Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, I love it. But I like scary movies, so that's it. All right. And what is stranger? What is stranger than Delphi? Okay. I think it's funny, in my opinion, that they picked Indiana for this crazy story to come out. This crazy series. It's like, I guess they thought we're gonna pick the most normal place in the world, but it's like, yeah, somebody probably had something in mind with Indiana. A lot of stuff goes on there. I don't know what kind of monsters y'all have. Let's see. Is it okay, y'all? I just read is it Ohio that has Mothman? Where is it? Where's Point Pleasant? Where is that, y'all? Where they got the Mothman? I was just reading about that last week. And then I don't know what kind of, creatures y'all have, but here in Alabama, now we've got our fair share of sightings of Sasquatch and stuff, but we are known for we're known for a couple of things. But what we're really known for is the Alabama white fang. It's not thing, it's THANG. The Alabama white fang. And it is like, my understanding, I've never seen the white thing, but I have heard that it's like they're thinking it's like an albino Sasquatch because it's all like cream color, white, whatever. I don't know. Yes, West Virginia. Oh, Virginia or West Virginia? I don't know which one. Point Pleasant. Yes. Is it Virginia? West Virginia. I don't know. I can't remember. I lived in Virginia for about 6 years. A long, long, long time ago. But anyway, let's see. Unmasked says, anyone ever watched the Erie, Indiana series? I haven't. Curious if it's any good. I haven't heard about that. Okay. So y'all have a swamp monkey? Y'all have a swamp? Is that in Indiana? I've never heard of the swamp monkey, y'all. What is it like? What does a swamp monkey do? Melissa says we have a Bigfoot in New York. Really? Well, yeah. Somebody let us know if you have watched that Erie, Indiana show. I'd like to know too. It's set in the 80s. Where is that on Netflix? What's that on? Yeah, somebody let me know. And tell me about the swamp monkey. Let's see. Indiana don't need Mothman. Indiana don't need Mothman or Sasquatch. We've got BG Joe and Judge Gull. Now, you make me want to do a meme of, Tobe, aka Sasquatch. I don't know, or who else? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people here. Yeah, Stranger Things is Netflix. But is Erie, Indiana? I'll have to look that up. Love some weird stories, That's just me. Just the thought of BG used to scare the heck out of me. Wait, let me get this right. Is Steffi here? Oh, okay. Yeah. He really was, like, the first time I saw that, me too. I was like, and I'm not even from there, but I was like, yeah, that's scary to think that something like that would happen in broad daylight. Now I even wonder if it did happen like that at all. So there you go. There we go. Steph, I wanted to highlight you. Not sure what we have in Ohio, if anything. A lot of friends here too. Like, yeah. I get to see them all too at the jail. Okay. Carrie, let me see. Yes. My email is silky and southern. It's all one word. Silky and I can't talk, y'all. southern@gmail.com. I do have a Discord. I assume that it works. The link, I think I put it on my channel, like the about. My email should be on there as well. And that's about the best way. I do have I rarely look at Instagram because of I do have an Instagram, but I never use it. I don't even look at it because I get all these messages from strange men and some strange women, like really weird. Like, I'm like, no. But I do have Facebook Messenger. There is I do have a group. I don't really post in there a lot, but I get a lot of messages on Facebook Messenger under Silky Southern Tea. So any of those ways to contact me, I would love to hear from you. Tell me what you want to talk about. We'll chit chat. Let's see. All right. Who else got a monster? Anybody? We've got the Sasquatch. Y'all, if I tell you that I've seen Sasquatch, you're gonna judge me. I know. But here's the thing. I need to get on one of those shows, like, where you tell your story. I have seen a Sasquatch. Uh, very long time ago in Alabama. Even though I lived in Virginia, you'd think I would have seen more stuff up in the mountains that I lived in there, but I didn't. Just bears. That's all. Just bears in the trash. Uh, Live very close to Land Between the Lakes in Tennessee. What is it? There is something about Land Between the Lakes. Oh my goodness! Is it a crime case? It is a. It is it. Why can't I talk tonight? Is it crime or is it paranormal? There is something because I remember looking at some kind of story that was Land Between the Lakes, or yeah, and I had never heard of that. So, yeah, let me know. The woolly boogers. Now, there is a joke about a woolly booger. I didn't know there was actually a uh uh I've never heard of it. I thought it was just like, I know, a joke. It's probably not a good, like, a funny joke. It was at the time. I thought it was really funny. But I was a teenager, so I don't know. Tell me, what is the woolly booger? What does he look like? Melissa, Silky, what do you think? What you think? Idaho case much easier than Delphi? I actually started covering Delphi first for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then Idaho broke, and I started covering that. So I was doing equal shows like in the beginning, like just videos. I thought Idaho I thought it was going to be as kind of a slam dunk in the beginning. I'll be honest with you, when I go live with CJ, we talk Idaho a lot of times, but I don't I am not up to speed nearly as much as I want to be. There are some things though that make me question. I don't know. That, to me, I do have some questions, okay? That I think, I don't know if that's going to hold up in court. Here's the thing with Idaho. You have, to me, viable alternatives to Brian Kohberger. Now, did he do it? Maybe. I mean, a lot of people do, like, go off the rails and do stuff. But there are some other things as far as substances and fraternities and all this kind of stuff that make me wonder. The big thing about Brian Kohberger for me has always been 4 people, 1 person. Okay. Even from the beginning, when I did 100% believe they had the right person, because you believe. They say, okay, we got your perpetrator. He drives. They were looking for an Elantra, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he does have kind of bushy eyebrows, He has those kind of intense look, It's like easy to say, okay, he's the perp. But then when you go looking at the backstory and some of these people, not to cast stones on the victims, but you can be engaged in a lot of activity, even friends, peripheral, whatever, the family history of substance abuse, all of that tied in kind of makes me say, I want to see not only some good solid evidence, and it doesn't seem like they have anything except the print on the sheath, but touch DNA is a big problem for me. What I'd like to see, even more than finding more evidence against him, is disproving all of the other things that it could be. Okay, can you completely eliminate all of these other things? Because if you can't, that's a reasonable doubt. Somebody else I don't want to see, like, in the appeals courts forever. Okay. What? Oh, okay, I missed some of this. Feral humans of Appalachia. I think we got some feral humans of Alabama too. Hiawatha, you saw a Sasquatch in Shiloh, Arizona. Wow. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that one day. Look, you know, my family, everybody I tell that to, like, look, I haven't changed my stories since it happened. Like, look, there's some things that you can't make this stuff up. And it's I remember it just as clear. People don't believe it. They're like, yeah, sure you did. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care if you believe me. Doesn't matter. I know what I saw. Yes, Tennessee. Woolly boogers are hillbilly Sasquatches. Okay, what makes a hillbilly Sasquatch? Because I'm not sure. Like, how is a hillbilly Sasquatch different? There are some. Yeah, there are some. Look, yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. It's really short. Feral humans of Appalachia reminded me there is an area, and I'm not gonna say it, but there is a certain last name that people used to talk about this certain. They call it, let's just call it. Let's give it a name. Let's just use Smith. Smith Mountain. Okay, it's not Smith, not anywhere close. But people used to talk about people from Smith Mountain, which is really, it is like a little bit of a, we don't have high mountains here in Alabama, but it is like a little mountain. And there is a community of people that really just keep to themselves. They don't come down that much. All right. And I can see this like being 100 years ago or even maybe 75 years ago. But like, this is the digital age. Okay. So I was working at the hospital and I heard, I had a patient come in and they said, oh, he's one of those. I'm like, what do you mean? One of those, one of those Smiths from Smith Mountain. I'm like, okay. I've never heard of it. Really not that far from me either, just in the next county. But I said, so what's wrong with, Smith Mountain? They're all inbred. I'm like, well, maybe before, but not now. So I go into the room and there is the patient, and then there is his wife, and then there's another guy. And truly, I mean, I hate to I'm trying not to be ugly, but you could tell there was some inbreeding, okay? In the way that they talked and the bone structure and all that kind of stuff. And I started looking at them, and it's like one was supposed to be a brother and one was supposed to be husband and wife, but they all three looked like triplets. When I tell you, they looked like she just had longer hair than them. Like, I couldn't tell ever. They were in the hospital for a couple of weeks. I could not tell who was married to who. And then, I could recognize at least the clothes they had on. And like one day there'd be the female in the bed with one of them, and then they would all switch up the next day. It was like crazy, and I never knew who was who. And I'm telling you, I don't know. That family tree didn't fork. Okay, it just didn't. And so I've heard like really bizarre things. Like, they don't come down very often. So I wouldn't say they're feral, but they're very hard to understand. Like, the accent, or I don't know. It's very thick, and I don't know. So while they're not feral, they're not far off. Okay, that's just my experience. Let's see. There's a blue family in Kentucky. Oh, I've heard of the blue family. They kind of bred out though, last I heard. there's like tons of stuff about the Blue family. I'm kind of jealous. Like, oh, wait. Are they still there? The Blue Fugits in Kentucky? Really? I heard that now, there were some green children. Remember that? Have y'all seen that? Woolly Booger's got that southern twang. Hiawatha says. Melungeons? Is that what those are? Melungeons are the blue people of Kentucky. Huh. Well. Oh my gosh, y'all. Have y'all seen that documentary, The Wild Whites of West Virginia? Whew. Okay. My family at Smith Mountain that I was just telling you about, that's exactly the white. Yeah. That same situation, okay? Like it's sad, but hey, let me just say this. They seemed very happy. They weren't complaining about stuff. They just kind of rolled with the punches. I don't know. I guess I'm not condoning those kind of interbreeding relationships, but they didn't seem very stressed. Poor pots. I tell you, I made a big mistake with 4-Pits one time doing text to talk one day. That's funny. Unmasked Truth. We have a little inbred town in a neighboring county. I unknowingly rented a refurbished lab up there. The neighbors stole my mower. The cops asked me, how did you end up in this town? Yeah. Jinxie has family in Bowling Green. I've been through Bowling Green a bunch of times. Let's see. I think my family lives. Oh, you're skeptical. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you. It's okay. Here's the thing. I have never. Should we play? Raise one finger if you, or lower one finger if you never. I've never been abducted by aliens. Apparently, they don't want me. I have been accused several times by people of, coming from another planet, but they have never come to collect me. So, I guess I was just the orphan, the drop off. Here you go. We can't do nothing with her. I've never been abducted. Nobody's ever come to take me back to my home planet. So I'm stuck here. But in all seriousness, it is easy to say that it is a psychological, a psychosis. It's whatever, that it never happened. And, I honestly, it's hard. It's hard to say, well, I believe that somebody carried you up in a spaceship. But the thing of it is I've had equally weird things happen in my lifetime. And, just because I have never experienced being abducted by aliens doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. I don't know. I mean, if you're just going to be based on what I know, on my knowledge, I'm going to say no. But, then just a couple months ago, there was aliens everywhere out west. So, I don't know. All I can say is what I know personally. All right. But not to diss on anybody who's had those, because, look, apparently it happens. I don't know how to even, I mean, I'm not even, I'm sorry, I can't even finish that, Samantha. I'm sorry, but why is it that highlighted? I'm sorry, but aliens wanting to abduct humans would be like humans wanting to abduct ants. Well, I don't know. So, hey, but you know what? Okay, now think about this. We do abduct ants. We put them in those little ant farms, you know? We let them run around. We watch them build their cities and stuff like that. Apparently, maybe I don't know. We do kind of abduct ants, though. I wish someone would abduct the ones around my house, because you can find aliens in Vegas. Absolutely. I'm sure you can find them in Alabama too. Yes, memories can be implanted. Yes, they can. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. All right. Okay, Chevy Killer. Now, this is okay. This is an explanation. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'll get to you, Unravel. Why can't I do this? It keeps coming. Okay. We're just gonna go here first. We don't use that N or Q word. Yeah. True. All right. All right. Finally, a hillbilly. You mean Squatch or Watch? Don't wear shoes. They barefoot. A refined Sasquatch always wears its hiking boots. Well, there you go. There you go, folks. That's how you know. Well, I guess I'm kind of assuming the Squatch that I saw was a hillbilly Squatch then, but it was in Alabama, so not shocked. Not at all. All right. Do y'all want to look at a game? Or do you want to tell stories? Okay, here's a choice. I've got these little things that it's funny word. It's like, I don't know how to explain it except just to tell you. It's word games, okay? You have to come up with an answer. Or I've got ghost stories. Which one you want to do? Or you can tell your own stories. If you want to come on panel and you are on Discord, because I get trolled. If you're on Discord, I can send you a link if you want to come up on panel. Otherwise, I've got this book, How to Get Away with Murder. It's not a guide. It's not a user's guide. I'll show you what I mean. All right, give me just a second. So somebody tell me what you want to do, because all of a sudden everybody's quiet. Wait, that is not it. Okay, that must be the stories. No? I had to put y'all, the reason I have to do this. Okay. Oh, wait, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let me make this bigger so I can read it. Okay. Each clue leads to a 2-word answer that rhymes, such as, you can't say it. Oh, wait, let me get rid of this too. Good gracious. I'm terrible about not hiding comments, and I'm just telling you. I see. What? Oh, wait a second. Snow Walker, don't ask me about the Shadow Man. Well, of course I'm going to ask you. What about the Shadow Man? I've got kind of a Shadow Man. Let's see. Let's see. That's why I figured Jinxie would be. I figured you would be busy, so that's kind of why I didn't. Normally, I'd say come on up on panel. Let's have a yeehaw time. I kind of figured you'd be busy. Okay, Adjusted Fate. That's no problem. All right, let me get this book. Ugh. it gives you answers, but here's the thing. Let me find it. All right, because I don't know what I did here. Okay, this says each clue leads to a 2-word answer that rhymes, such as big pig or stable table. Okay, it's got to rhyme the words. The numbers in the parenthesis after the clue give the numbers of each word. For example, cookware taken from the oven would be a hot pot. All right. So here is the first one. And look, I can think of a whole lot of stuff with this. A blunt murder weapon found tucked inside a piece of footwear is a blank in the blank. A blunt murder weapon. It's easier for me to think of a blunt murder weapon than that rhymes with a piece of footwear, though. I don't know. We need like some Jeopardy music. All right. What do y'all think? You know, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna choose on this one so I can give you a kind of a starter. Oh, well, that makes sense. That's really not that hard. Hello, Brittany. Hey, Unmasked Truth. That actually works. You know what? They are saying rock in a sock. Rock in a sock. But a lock in a sock, that's a big old lock. Yeah. It's a big old lock. Absolutely. A lock in a sock. Okay. You know what? I think it doesn't matter as long as it's as it rhymes. Hello, Brittany. I lost some people because we're game playing. That's okay. You know what? People got a lot of stuff to do. We're gonna talk this weekend. I'm off this weekend. We'll have several sessions. All right. What is the next one? All right. Let me see. A sharp murder weapon left behind in a grassy area. I thought it said greasy area. Let me look at this. Even my glasses. A sharp murder weapon left behind in a grassy area in the woods is a blank in the blank. Okay, a sharp. What is sharp? Oh, I've got an answer. I don't know if that's the right one though. Okay, I was close. Well, actually, I was kind of right. It's just a little bit longer than what I was going to say. Yes, sorta, but okay. It has to rhyme. Half of that is right, Snow Walker. Who can get that? A thick stick. Yeah, but it has to be in a in a grassy. What did it say? In a grassy area? Yeah, it could work. It could work. A thick stick. Well, it's going to be wait a second. Glass in the grass. Hey, that does work. Anybody else got any answers? Glass in the grass. All right. I was going to say blade in the glade. And they said it's switchblade in the glade, but it doesn't sound as good as blade in the glade. That's just my opinion, but all right. The next one is a sharp murder weapon. What? Hold on. Is that discarded? I can't read. It's so tiny. A sharp murder weapon discarded in a sandy hill is a blank in the blank. In a sandy hill. Oh, well, I know what a sharp sandy hill would be, but what would though? Blade in the shade. Blade in the shade. Look at all of y'all. Blade in the shade. Okay. A sandy hill. Y'all can. I'm thinking. This is just me. I'm thinking a sandy hill is a dune. But what would a sharp murder weapon discarded in a sandy hill? What's a sharp weapon besides a blade and that rhymes with dune? Maybe it's not dune though. Maybe it's something else. What else is a sandy hill? Harpoon and a dune. Hey, Laura Thompson, you could be right. Harpoon and a dune. That works. It is. Let's see what. Let me see what survey says. No, let me see what it says in here. Oh my gosh, you're right. You're right. Whoa! Harpoon. I can't think of it. I never thought of a harpoon. A harpoon in a dune. In the dune. Whatever. Like I would like if this was a test, I'd be failing this thing right now. All right. Just a couple more. A blunt murder weapon kept in the cubicle of the video game maker. What? A blunt murder weapon kept in the cubicle of the video game maker. What's a video game maker? Something near the something. What do they mean by video game maker, y'all? Are they talking about like oh, look it. Brittany said machete in the levee. That could work. That could work too. Huh. They didn't give that option. Played at the arcade. Yeah. That's probably more accurate, right? What is a video game maker? Maker, not player. So a video game maker. I don't know. I'm stumped at this one. Stumped, y'all. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna read. This one's hard. Okay. Let me give you a hint on the first one because it's so weird. Okay, a blunt murder weapon. That's what we're talking about. A blunt murder weapon. See if you can get this one. It goes like this. Am I doing that? Like, you pick it up and you go. That kind of looks, but you hold it this way. Let me get that in the camera. You hold. All right, you hold it this way. What would that? Lord Johnson said, I need one of these to be Shank at the bank. Hey, that's a good one. That is a good one. Okay, can you think of what you do? Like, it pounds. If you can think of the weapon, then you can do it'll be easier to get the second part. My cabinets are making noise again. All right. Yes, Cherry. Hey, Cherry. Yes, hammer. Yes, unmasked truth. You got it. Hammer. This says hammer near the programmer. I would have sat here for 10 years and never gotten that one. Hammer near the programmer. Or hammer in the programmer. Hammer by the programmer. It is a hammer. Yeah. I would have been lost on that one. I'm just gonna tell you. That's a big meh for me. All right. Whoops. All right. One more. A blunt murder weapon hidden in the bathroom. Oh wait, there's more than this. A blunt murder weapon hidden in the bathroom. Man, I can think of some ones that it shouldn't be on there. I'm sure it's not right in the bathroom. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. I still like that shank at the bank. Chevy Killer, how to get away with murder. Just have Tony Liggett and Toe Bleason be on the case. They couldn't catch the clap. Oh my God, Samantha. Chevy Killer, that you're killing me. You're killing me. That is funny. That is so funny. I love this. A zapper and I don't know what the answer is. Cut fats. Hey, that works. A zapper and the crapper. Oh, can you imagine? That would be bad ways to die, y'all. Horrible ways to die. Okay. Oh, Lambert. Okay, here we go. A pan in the can. Absolutely. A pan in the can. You know, take one of those. You know how we do it. We take one of them iron skillets. Which I'm going to tell you. Oh, wait. Brittany says a club in the tub. Yeah? Yeah? Club in the tub. Any of those, all of those will work. I'll look at what the answer is here in just a second. Y'all, can you imagine what a terrible way to die? Having a zapper on the crapper. There's a show like that, Weird Ways to Die. Makes you afraid to do anything. I wouldn't want to go that way. Here's the thing, I don't want to be naked. All right, y'all. If you know I'm unalived. If there's any, how you are if you're part of the Clinton body count. Yeah, I said it. If you're part of the Clinton body count, then you can unalive yourself in weird ways, like with a couple of shots and everything. But if anybody ever tells you that I have unalived myself and I am butt naked, that'll be your first clue, y'all. That was not a self unaliving. Okay, I will never do that on purpose. Like, that is the worst possible way, is like to be there and like it just is. So that is never going to be, that's your clue. All right. And I would never also unalive myself on the crapper with a zapper in the tub with what was it? A tub in a club. Not with a club in the tub. Not with a zapper on the crapper. It's like demented Dr. Seuss, right? Let me see. Oh, let's see. Well, they shouldn't go in there with people if they don't want to die by zapper or the crapper. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Laura. Laura, that's what, a shoe in the loo. Yeah. You could unalive somebody with a shoe. The right kind of shoe. No, not with a shoe, not in the loo, not with a club, not with a tub. I will not unalive myself, Sam, I am. I not with a crapper, not with a zapper and the crapper. Oh, Snowwalker says, well, if I die in bed, my t-shirt says more weekends. It's like a permanent vacation, right? Okay, what the answer is, oh, okay, look, somebody guessed it. A club in the tub. Now, oh, okay, that's because it says, well, okay, this makes sense. It's a blunt murder weapon hidden in the bathroom. So I guess that wouldn't be a zapper, but I'm just telling you. That was a great answer. Zapper and the clapper. Zapper and the crapper. Gosh, I can't think, y'all. Zapper and the crapper. Oh, hello, I can't talk. Professor Pug, good to see you. We're playing a game right now. We got out, we vented about Delphi, and we talked a little bit about aliens and Sasquatch after our vent session, and now we are playing crime rhymes. I like this game, crime rhymes. All right, let's keep going. Do y'all like the crime rhymes? There's 8 of these altogether. There's going to be another. There we go. All right. A blunt murder weapon hidden in a piece of ornamental pottery is a blank in the blank. Oh my gosh. Ornamental pottery. All right. I'm guessing I might know the second word of that. Professor Pug, we were talking about the last one was a murder weapon in the toilet in the bathroom. So we got a lot of good answers. We got, a pan in the can, a zapper in the crapper. That one gets me. What was the one that won? I can't even remember now. What was it? Oh, a club in the tub. Yeah. So there you go. So what is this one? Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. You're right, Samantha. You had to be there. You had to be in that. Was it a members only, or was it just a regular one? I don't know. You had to be there to understand this about the compressed mousse. If you weren't there, you don't get it. All right, unmasked truth. You're probably right. Mace in a vase. Because what does it say? A murder? A blunt? Well, it says a blunt murder weapon. Well, I don't know. Mace in a vase works, though. See, I was thinking vase. Oh, Ruth said mace in the vase. I'm thinking vase. Ornamental pottery, that's exactly what I'm thinking, is vase. So, but is there another weapon that, was it members only, Samantha? Okay. Yeah, we had fun. All right. So, if it's a blunt weapon, what else sounds like mace that's a blunt weapon? While y'all are thinking, I'm gonna cheat. Ah, you're right. Look, there's no point. Mace in the vase. Well, that is not a blunt weapon, but it was. But y'all are right. Oh, there you go. A submachine in the figurine. Hey, that works too, Samantha. It does. Oh, what's that submarine? Yeah, you could clock somebody with something like that. All right. Oh, a strangling. I'm gonna get in trouble with YouTube. A strangling murder weapon found under. Let me say under your feet. Why did that cut off? Let me see if I can adjust this. Let me just find the page. I think it's under your feet. I had that page marked. And now it's not. We're going to say feet. Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, it is feet. A strangling murder weapon found under your feet. What would that be? Oh, who said something about okay, wait. Yeah, Michelle, oh, so you went to a haunted house? Cool. Yeah, we vented all we wanted to vent about Delphi, and now we are just having fun, telling some stories. And yeah, Professor, I hate that you missed all the actual stuff that we were talking about, but hey, I love to have some fun. Okay. Noose in my shoes. Noose in my shoe. That works. Let's see, bows on my toes. Let's see, it says under your feet. Okay, bows on my toe. But a strangling. Yeah, you could strangle somebody with a bow. You sure could. A garrote. Is it a garrote or a garrote? In the moat. Will this be automatic? Manual or automatic? I don't know. Yeah, Michelle, go ahead and replay. And we're just blowing off some steam. Okay, let me see. This one's hard. I'm trying to let me look. Let me think. A strangling murder weapon. Okay, would that be like a scarf? What would rhyme with scarf? Let's see. One question. You have to, okay. Carrie Justice asking, and have my notifications on, but rarely get notified. What can I do to get on the live? Do y'all usually see it? Look, a lot of people say that. I started getting really censored when I started talking about Freemasonry, and MK Ultra and the Illuminati. So ever since that time, people are not getting notifications. Now, does it come up on my community page? I'll tell you this, Carrie. I normally do put, sometimes I don't, sometimes I just do a sporadic, boom, I'm going live, I've got something on my mind. Most of the time I schedule it and put it on my channel on the community page, and I'll try to do it even, sometimes it's even a day before or a couple of days before, always that day, unless it was just a last minute thought, then I didn't have time to set it up, then it will be on my community page. It's usually posted in my Discord. If you don't Discord, that's okay. If you do, just ask for a link. Discord, I have a love-hate relationship with Discord. There's a lot of good info there, a lot of good people sharing very good information, but it can be a time waster, and people like to fight in there. They just do. They love a good fight in Discord. So usually not in mine, but anyway, there you go. It's up to you, but that's the only way. Hey, look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Carrie. Look, most everything that I do I do for everybody, and I get it. Hey, I get it. There are a lot of people I would be members to their channels if I could afford to support everybody. Look, we love you just the same. We love you just the same. Okay, so the lives Discord is true to its name. Yeah, it really is. Okay, let's get back to Angela. Real under the hill. Yeah, you have a good night, Carrie. Take care of your littles. I get it. Mine used to be little. They just interrupt me now. A real under the hill. Okay. Definitely a real under the hill. I'm not even saying that right. Real under the hill. Let's see. It is, I'm going to tell you. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. It's a cord under the floorboard. I didn't even think about floorboard, y'all. Didn't even cross my mind. There is one more. Oh my goodness. I accidentally saw the answer to this. I don't know if anybody's going to get this one. A sharp murder weapon left in a mesh kitchen device. Well, I could probably get the second part of that. A mesh kitchen device. You think about what... Well, they're made of plastic now, but the old-fashioned ones used to be made of metal. I never would have... let's see. Everyone do a shot. Okay. Y'all can't... Chevy Killer said everyone do it. Let's do a shot. Okay, I can't do a shot, but y'all can do a shot. Y'all can do the shots. A grinder. What would be a grinder? What would be the murder weapon? See, some of these I can get. What happened here? I missed it. Yeah, we are gonna have another live soon, probably this weekend. You know, I always try to do members only at least twice a month, at least, so we can have fun and talk about crime. Sometimes that's fun too. Sometimes we get off topic. It gets crazy. Sometimes I've been known to show my underwear. It's a sad fact, but it happened. Not on purpose, y'all. And I wasn't drinking. Okay. Can anybody oh wait. Oh, you got it. You got it. Yay, Laura. I should have had prizes. I didn't even think about it. Because I was thinking about my car in the shop. Oh, that's a good one. Shiv and a sieve. See, I never would have thought of that. That's what the answer is. But that's very good, Chevy Killer. It is a blender and a bender. That works too. Hello, Wisdom Sleuth. Yeah, we're just kind of shooting the crap right now. We were playing a game. It was a word game. Did y'all like that? I kind of like. I'll put this up for now. All right. How did you? I like word games sometimes. It gives your brain. Look, it's good for your brain. It's good to get off the topic for a second. Taillingo is my thing. Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. So, are y'all okay? Give me a subject. Do you have a story that you want to talk about? A subject you want to talk about? I do have some ghost stories I swiped from groups in various places that I'm probably not supposed to share, but I am going to share it anyway. Here's the thing. If you put it out on the internet, you can say, oh, this is private. No, that ain't, honey, it ain't private. You put it out there, you put it somewhere, you can. There is one particular group I get really irritated. And it's just local to my state, and they have really good articles and stories, and I love that vintage crime. And so I joined the group because I wanted to learn more about my state, more about historical places and stuff, and then share my passion with my friends on Facebook. And they boot you out of the group for that. You cannot share it. I'm thinking, what is the point of having a group? How are you going to get members if people don't read your stuff and think that's really good? But yeah, they're terrible about that. So I do not ever share any of their stuff. But to be honest with you, it's not anything I would share on here anyway. It's very rare. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, I can't remember. Just don't push a moose out of a plane in Alaska. Yes, that's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about in that live. We were talking about weird laws, and we were talking about Alaska, and apparently it is illegal to push a moose out of a plane. Let's see. Well, come on over to Discord. If you email me, Carrie, I can put a link straight up there. And you can join in Discord. That would be the easiest thing. But yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was. Do you want to hear any spooky stories? Yes or no? Because we've been going for a long time now. Like, I know y'all have stuff you want to do. It's 10 till 8 my time. Do y'all want to save the spooky and or the funny for, what is today? Tuesday? I am definitely going to go live members only on Sunday night. So we can do that. It's only Tuesday. What is going to happen? I'm working like long hours the next 3 days. So I'm probably, if I go live, I probably won't go live. If I do go live at all, it'll be just a short little blurb, because the hours that I work, I really can't do a live on that schedule and get sleep and be coherent, which is kind of important. I don't know. They kind of frown upon sleeping at work. I don't know why, but they do. Go figure. All right, so tell me what you want to do. You want to call it a night? Let's see. Wisdom Sleuth. Has Richard Allen been seen yet? Made me really nervous that they didn't let him into that meeting with his attorneys. I did see some video. I saw, where did I see that, y'all? I saw it, I guess it was a news report. They had just a little bit, like a picture or something of him walking down the steps. And I will say this, I mean, he wasn't like the size that he was when he was arrested, but he does, to me, look like he has put on some weight. And according to what I think Bob Mata said, that he answered, like he was able to answer questions in court. This time he acknowledged his wife, Kathy, that was sitting there. Last time we saw him in court, or I didn't see him personally, but he was like staring off into oblivion. And people said he looked like he was drugged or out of it or whatever. This time, the picture to me looked like his face was a little bit fatter, because that one picture, he was like really, really bad thin. So it seems to me that they have probably realized that, people are going to see him and watch and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So now mentally, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Carrie, Samantha explained it. Yeah, it's just private. It won't even come up on your notifications unless you're a member. But it's like that. Sometimes we're serious. Most of the time we just have fun. Wisdom. I was hoping. So he's so skinny, and they have him in those baggy clothes. Yeah, you know what? Having him in the vest. Y'all remember when I said when I did all those videos and even, you know, conversations with Ruckus, and I talked about how it's not unusual necessarily to be in a vest if they think that you're going to harm yourself or whatever. We do it at my jail. It's very rare. I've actually never seen anybody go in a vest. We had one capital murder trial this past year. They may have put him in one, but I don't think they did. But anyway, I didn't, just because you can shock doesn't mean they have. But then I've heard that he has been tased. Now I don't know if it was with the vest or with a different taser, but I've heard he's been tased twice since he's been there. It is, well, I'll just say for us, and we have some very violent offenders and some people who are just off the chain, you know, mental health issues that are aggressive and dangerous. I can't remember the last time I heard about anybody getting tased, though, you know? So that was very concerning to me. Like, what was he doing to get tased? Because he doesn't seem like he's the violent, you know, fighting type. So why? I probably not open to the public. I don't know what the laws are, but when it happens at our jail, they have to do a written report about the taser, why they used it, what happened, the circumstance, you know, how those, it's kind of like, you know, those incident reports. They have to report that. So, I heard he fell on the stairs, though elevator was not working. I don't, you know, I haven't heard that, but elevator not working. We just had that at our jail. Oh my God, it was horrible. It was out for like 3 or 4 weeks. I will say this: if you do watch Richard Allen when he's coming and going, it is odd how Tobe is always right there, you know, kind of close by with, yeah, his hand is on his gun. He's there kind of menacing looking. Is that on purpose? I don't know. I mean, it's sus. Like, why you got your hand on your weapon? He's in a vest. Like, they can pull him down so quick. There's a lot sus, you know? There just is. Let's see. I saw the guard lady had her hand around his arm. He was so skinny, it was disgusting looking. Her whole hand was closed around his arm. Yeah, he was painfully thin a few months ago. It didn't look like he was that bad this time. It really didn't. Let's see. Samantha also says when he was in court at Delphi, he could barely walk. What's he going to do? Suddenly lunge for somebody's case file to eat? Oh, that's, you know what? That's funny. It's sad, but it's funny because you know how they said he was eating paper all those times. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking for a case file to eat. That's exactly it. No, here's the reason I know they do it in some cases, because they like if you're going upstairs, downstairs, something like that, they think that if you're, which they're in chains anyway, like what you gonna do? But if they somehow are not controlled, uh they could like jump from the top floor to the bottom floor, whatever, unalive themselves. Usually it's something like that, or to keep them from lunging at somebody in the courtroom, like the judge, or a witness or something that says something. But he's not even been to trial, so I don't know what they think he's going to do. You're right. Why shock him for eating paper? Yeah, isn't that the saddest thing? I mean, we're laughing because it's ridiculous. But the sad thing is that he is in there eating paper, or he was. Like, oh my God. I mean, I know I've seen people do it too. It's horrible. Let's see. Yeah. Good point. And that's what I had said early in this Wisdom Sleuth. What I had talked about is, we're all looking at Richard Allen, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't, be looking at him. I mean, he does have a trial coming up there, but we are not thinking, guess what? He was not named as the number one perp, but basically as an accessory, as somebody who can be charged along with maybe kidnapping. Remember, that's his charge. It's not murder one. So why aren't we looking for? I mean, what are you doing about finding who is responsible? Okay, he's involved, he's not involved, whatever. We'll figure that out. Who is the one who is the perpetrator? Okay, somebody please, riddle me that. Are you looking? Like, we're all looking at Richard Allen. Today wasn't the day. A year ago wasn't the day. We still haven't had that day. So, there's a lot more to do. It could be Lambert. I mean, it definitely would work. Chevy Killer, I do know. We had a guy that went to DOC for his own safety. Really, this happened this past year, like in 2023. He was definitely guilty, no question. Absolutely no question. No Richard Allen situation. He was the perp. It was a horrible crime. A young child was involved, and we certainly had the capability to hold him at our jail. But the chances that somebody, because of where it was and the who, the kind of victims, elderly and very young, with no reason, could he have been treated fairly and things not happen to him even in ISO? I mean, look, it was kind of a risk we didn't want to take, because he was very hated. All right, he was a very hated guy, and he stayed in DOC. He only came back to our jail for the trial, so he was there like a couple of weeks. He was found guilty and I believe given the death sentence, as he should. I'm just going to say that. I don't know if y'all believe in that. I do have. I do sometimes wonder. I do question about the morality of the death sentence. But then I look at some of the victims and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, fry him. I don't even think we fry people anymore. I think we do lethal injection. But Yes, very good point, Wisdom Sleuth. Did they shock him into a confession? These are the things these are the things right here that we have to ask, because jailhouse confessions traditionally are not worth a crap. Okay, they're just not, because there's too many things, too many, coercion, too much, too many other people. It's not often, it is just not really regarded much anyway. Then you add people who admittedly had Odin patches on there, uh and then you're wearing a shock vest and all that. Like, look, the intimidation could have been uh huge. It may not have been, but you can't prove it wasn't. And definitely they were doing some things that should never have been allowed. Even if they didn't say anything to him, just to look, wearing that Odin patch, if you thought that you were taking the rap for them and they were telling you to keep quiet, even if it wasn't an Odin patch, but it was something that could be mistaken for one, guess what? You're still going to have the same effect on somebody. So, yeah, that's the thing. You can't prove that it was, you can't prove that it wasn't. All right. I love that word. I love CJ's word, fumbaloos. There seems to be a lot of excessive intimidation going on, as always, not to mention all the improper court proceedings. And let's not even start with Ellie and the prosecutor's fumbaloos. Yeah, they've had fumbaloos. Hey, look, both sides have had fumbaloos. The problem, the prosecution has had a lot of big fumbaloos too, okay? Honestly. I guess that's my problem. They can fumbaloo, but the defense can't. Okay, then you get kicked off the case. Whatever. I just want to see it be fair and just. All right. Hi, Linda Kay. Yeah, yeah, we talked, we vented, we played a game, we talked about a little bit about aliens and Sasquatch, and it's about time for us to wrap up. We will be talking more. Comment below, like, tell me what you want to talk about. Look, I'm thinking there are going to be more documents out. I haven't even looked at the 240 pages. I'm like, oh my God, this case is never, like, we got a whole year. Come on. I will be shocked if the Supreme Court does not answer some of this stuff. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I would think they have to, but I don't know. It's Indiana, and I am not familiar with their laws, and apparently, from what it looks like, they don't care. They don't give a flying rat's patootie about the law or due process. That is my opinion. Okay? Just my opinion. All right. I was pretty. Well, see, at the beginning, I did say I was going to do Pennywise, but my car was in the shop. I didn't even get home to even start putting like the stuff together and my makeup and all that until about 20 after 5, and I had to start at 6. So I was like, you know what? We're going to be the cat. Then I lost my cat ears. You have to see, like, in the beginning, like, I have had cat ears sitting on my dresser in the little plastic for a year for a video that I did not do. Got them out tonight. They've been there all year. They disappeared. Ghost took them, I guess. Happens all the time. And so I had to be like, I had a cat face on. It was time to go live. I'm like, okay, I'm the cat in the hat. What about that? All right. So we had fun with words, crime rhyme. Did you enjoy that? I did. It was a good break. If you members want to talk about some more crazy laws or any kind of crazy stuff when we do our members only Sunday, let me know. Just put it on somewhere. Put it somewhere, I'll see it. All right. I am going to let y'all go for the night. I'm going to leave this up and highlight some of your comments. I'm sure we're going to have more to chat about, y'all. I didn't even tell any ghost stories tonight. I hope you got to blow off some steam, though, because that was the whole purpose. Like, we're all tired. We're all sick of this crap, okay? We're sick of your crap. Carroll County, Indiana, all of you. We're sick of it. We wanted to blow off some steam. I hope that you all have a very good rest of the evening and rest of the week. It seems like it's, I don't know. I don't know what day it is. I never do. But happy Hallowed Eve. It's actually All Hallows Eve. Yeah. I know some history. All right. Happy All Hallows Eve. And y'all stay safe, whatever you do, for heaven's sake. Just stay silky, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. What happened? Oh, I'm back. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do this again. Oh my god. Y'all, seriously. Stay silky.